Every year, folks get excited to split the stadium in red and blue for an annual rivalry game.
Go Gators!
No, not that game. I'm talking about the city championship on the line between Glynn Academy and Brunswick. And that's not the only big matchup tonight on the Blitz, with Sandalwood headed across the ditch to meet Fletcher.
Let's make them tap out!
Can Bartram Trail make it 6 straight after losing 19 in a row against St. Augustine to start the series?
We got to make sure we're doing our job. All right, Brady, let's go.
Those games and much more right now on the Friday Night Blitz.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Big moments, man. You got to go out and handle them. You got to be big enough for big moments. You got a big moment. We come out through this door tonight. You got a big moment. I told you all week long, you got to keep your composure. That's what this game's about. You got to keep your composure.
Talk about keeping your composure. Wait till you find out what's happening at the end of this game and the big moments of the city championship between Glynn and Brunswick.
Wow. Southeast Georgia rocking tonight between this matchup, and just an electric atmosphere always is. Big rivalry game, the entire town there, and then some. And this had a feel of a big-time college football game tonight in Southeast Georgia, and that's where our cameras are at. Welcome to the Friday Night Blitz. Brent Martineau, along with Stuart Weber.
The Game of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
There we go. We got some live
TV
for it. It was a late game. We're turning stuff around out here. How about this, Robert? Both teams running out of the same tunnel. You got to love the red and the blue. Jared Elkins hitting Z Kent on the short pass. Rumbles his way through defenders for Brunswick. Opening touchdown. They would lead this thing 12-0 at the half. All right, let's go to the second half. Different story. Glynn Academy runs it in here. That would tie the game after a 2-point conversion. It is 15-15. We go to overtime in the OT. Jaden Ellis will take it himself, drops it, picks it up, and scores anyways. How about that? Touchdown for number 24 in overtime. 22-15, 4th and long play. Quarterback for Brunswick can't escape. Cam Claghorn with the sack to win it, and the Red Terrors reign. They are reigning
not
supreme.
Let go of that jersey.
Oh, my goodness. In Brunswick, they get the win. All right, let's bring in Marcel Robinson. He was there for the live action tonight and all the excitement. Marcel, what a game you witnessed in our Game of the Week.
Oh, what a game indeed, guys. I tweeted this out for the fourth quarter that we were going to have a dramatic finish, and that is exactly what we had. I mean, when you got a kick blocked going into the fourth quarter or ending the fourth quarter, I mean, you think the game's over, but the Red Terrors were able to, of course, come out and get that victory. The party's still ongoing, as you can see behind me, but one guy that's still partying but you can't see, head coach Rocky Hidalgo. I caught up with him after the game, and I said, guys, pretty fired up.
We coach them to believe in each other and play for each other and to love each other. That's something you don't hear a lot. I tell our kids all the time, I love them, I care about them. Man, this is a great group of kids. They care about each other. They play for each other. Winning's important, and they'll go out there and fight their tails off on Friday night.
One thing that they were definitely proud of was hoisting that city championship trophy. This rivalry has been a sort of a series of streaks. Brunswick won 6. Or Brunswick lost 6, then Brunswick won 3, and of course now the Glynn Academy Terrors, well, they got the streak 1-0, and they got another game next week, so 24-hour rule and get right back to it. But that's going to be it. I'm going to hit the road in a second, guys. I'll see you guys back in Jacksonville. Marcel Robinson up here in Glynn County.
Put a shirt on back there. The party is on. That game ended about 35, 40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And people still hanging out. It's that big of a night.
Yeah, big deal there. Hey, next week, Game of the Week schedule rolls on. Visiting St. Johns County, Tocoy Creek, year 3, but their first appearance on Game of the Week, as they've got Palatka coming to town. Should be a good one.
Tonight, Clay in town. Look at that.
The atmosphere. They thought this was Game of the Week, I guess.
How about that? I love it. Ryan Kilmer moving the ball for the home team. It's Julio Santiago for a big gainer. He got crushed, but he held on to the ball. What a throw, too. Kilmer would find Javon Welch to get the touchdown. Toros leading in the second half. Blue Devils come right back. Long pass for Clays. After we do a little dance. Merrick Raposa to Antonio Thomas.
Oh, Aaron
and just got one of those feet in for the catch. Sets up Geno Addison for the touchdown. How about this? The Blue Devils with another late comeback. They kick a field goal for the second time in 3 weeks at the Horn. They win 30 30-28 over Tokoi Creek. Again, Palaca Tokoi Creek in our game of the week next week. For the longest time, the Bartram Trail Bears just could not solve St. Augustine High School. Look what happened from 0-1 to 17. A perfect 19-0 for St. Augustine. It didn't matter how the game was going. Somehow St. Augustine was going to find a way to win.
There were some weird ones in there too, by the way. But in 2018, the Bears finally snapped that streak. And since then, they have not lost. That is 5 wins in a row heading into tonight. As we take a look at your highlights, meeting at Foots Brumley Stadium, the Yellow Jackets going to get it started. St. Augustine's Dylan Cook, he will find Trenton Jones, and he's running away from the defense for a score. Cook filling in at QB again for Lachlan Hewlett and the Yellow Jackets. Speaking of QBs in the lineup, Riley Trujillo back into the lineup, and on this play, he's going to find DeAndre Caldwell across the middle, finally run down, but that's a big gainer for the Bears. Then a little later on, it's Trujillo, the quarterback again for Bartram Trail, and he will find Landon Tippy. He's in there somewhere. There he is. Landon Tippy grabs it in the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Bears. They get back within 1. Great back and forth game. How about Cook? Long pass here to Miles Simmons.
Nice
Keep
catch.
your feet. Nice big gainer there. And your final score, St. Augustine wins it 34-31. So the streak goes back the other way. And now it's the Yellow Jackets who get a win. How about another rivalry game? This one at Fletcher. The battle for the ditch. Sandalwood coming across the Intercoastal. Always a good one. The Saints on the board first. Running back Cameron Mills on the direct snap. Works his way up the middle. Sandalwood's up early. Then the Senators answering right back. The USF commit Marcellus Tate thrown to the back of the end zone. A little diving catch there by Frank Lacroix. He finds a way to get a foot in bounds for the score. Senators right back into the end zone on their next drive. Tate, who's returning from injury as well, he'll find Anthony Vaglienti taking it to the house there. Less than 30 seconds to go in the first half. Tate looking for one more. He's going to go deep to Brayden Wheats, but he is out of bounds. That doesn't count. No points. Oh, you can catch it. Hey, Jags night at the game. Gotta love it. 15-7 at that point. That would be the final score. They had an incident there outside the stadium, a fight, some loud noises. Everyone's a little alarmed, and the game had to be called a little early, but it is Fletcher that gets the win 15-7.
The Conquerors of Trinity Christian on the road tonight with a trip to the Tiger Den of Columbia High School. 2 tradition-rich programs. 8 to go in the first. Columbia driving when QB Zach Polk finds Samarian Jones in between. A trio of Trinity defenders walks it in for 6. Early second quarter now. Zach Polk back to pass when the Conquerors defense is all over him. Lavelle Vereen gets the strip and the recovery, and Trinity's got the football. Following drive, Colin Hurley dropping a dime to my guy, Kyle Boylston. He's catching another one inside the 5-yard line. 2 plays later, Hurley to Miles Burris. Back shoulder, good turn, good catch. We're tied up at 6. Just over 8 minutes to play in the half. Columbia ball now, and here's Polk again. Puts this one on a rope and into the hands of Benton Edge. Turns the quarter, extends this one past the pylon. Columbia takes a 13-7 lead. It'd be the last time they score. Trinity scores a bunch. 27-13 comeback win over Columbia.
Here we go, gentlemen.
All right, Oakleaf and Bowles, 2 teams fresh off big wins over Fleming Island and Trinity, respectively. Busy first half for Emmett Grzeben. Bulldogs leaning on number 28, finishes off the first drive with a touchdown. Knights respond with a pair of field goals, ties it at 6. Then the defense makes a play. Dejon Brown in the backfield. He'll sack DJ Moore. Late first quarter, Moore with an answer, and he's going deep. He's going to find Naeem Burrows, number 3, hauls it in. Terrific catch there in traffic, led to a short Grzeben touchdown. In fact, Emmett would have the first half hat trick. 3 rushing touchdowns as he keeps those legs moving. A little flip over to get to his feet. Visitors led 23-6 at the break. Bowles would take it 44-28, your final score.
Well, we've mentioned it many a times already this season. So many local quarterbacks in our area. Another one made his college commitment this past week. Creekside's dual sport star, Sean Aschenfelder.
Yeah, he's over here on the wall with us. The Knights QB must really like the mascot because he's headed to Rutgers in the Big Ten to join the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, don't have to turn any of those close it.
Yeah,
That's
Knights
great.
the Knights. He's only a junior this year. Tonight, head-to-head with another junior QB, FSU commit Tramel Jones.
Yeah, they've got quarterback matchups all around the area. There is Sean. Say hello to him. What a game between Mandarin and Creekside. And let's get it going early on. 4th down and 2. Tramel Jones finds Teont White. That's a first down. That's a touchdown. They were up 16-0 before Creekside even took an offensive snap. And they were getting it going on defense, too. Ashenfelder throwing. This isn't an interception. Almost was an unbelievable one, though. Drake Stubbs is really good in the middle of that Mandarin defense. Okay, now the Knights get going. Harrison Garrido, touchdown. He's a guy that came in from Georgia, and he's been so good since Nicky Williams got hurt in the opener, 16-7. Then the defense turns it up. Colton Lavelle gets both hands on the football. Danny Aprobato diving in to make the interception. What a play and what a momentum switch, because that led to another Garrido touchdown. And how about this? Creekside comes back to win the football game 23-22. The Knights scored on an Ashenfelder touchdown pass to Eros Toffer with under 30 seconds to play.
Kudos to our coaching staff. Kudos to our kids. They did a great job. I can tell you this, Coach McIntyre had very little to do with the game planning from Creekside High School tonight. Our OC, our DC, our staff did a tremendous job.
If you go check out our YouTube channel, Action Sports Jacks, and watch the Blitz Scoreboard show from just a short time ago, you'll see the winning touchdown for Creekside. You can also listen to coaches like Sean McIntyre and our coach, Kevin Sullivan, each and every Friday night, 9 o'clock. It's called the Blitz Scoreboard Show on ESPN 690 and all our social media channels with Action Sports Jacks.
Couple more quick games, and we're going to check in on that Brunswick overtime matchup live. We got a Reigns Viking squad at home against a good Ocala Trinity team. First quarter, Reigns down 7, Tyron Randolph throwing it deep. Everybody wants to see it. Hey, get out of the way. We're trying to show some highlights here. We're talking to America. Right? Is that what the ref said? 66 yards there. Then Randolph to Davian Lucas in coverage. Leaping catch, 6 points. They're back within 1. Trinity Catholic now has the ball. Preston Wright drops back, and that is not a Trinity Catholic receiver. It's Nicholas Kilpatrick. Interception for the Vikings. So back on offense, Randolph again. Nice throw there across the middle to Amari McIntyre. That's another touchdown. Put your hands up, ref. Beautiful. Love to see it. And Reigns. Wow, that's a big win, by the way. 27-26. That is a really good Trinity Catholic team. So Vikings with an impressive victory today.
Red White Commanders are vying for a big district game in the backyard. If Riverside wins, the Generals go to the playoffs. If the Commanders win, they have a chance to punch their ticket to the playoffs next week against the Wolverines. We're talking playoffs.
3-team district.
It's week 5.
3-team district.
That's what happens.
Yep.
Let's get to it. Jalen Petway escapes the pocket to find Noah Johnson, who takes it down the sideline for more than a 50-yard gain for the Commanders. Touchdown. They won't get the 2-point conversion. Ed White up, though, 6-0. Generals now in Commander territory inside the 15-yard line. And we got some defense. Ed White picks it off in the end zone. That's Derek Brown with a huge play. Later in the drive, Petway floats one to Donald Hampton. And he crosses the paint for another score. Commanders go up 12-0 on the road. Second quarter, Glenn Foreman III hands it to Sherman Davis for a Riverside touchdown. And Riverside would really turn it on. The Generals get the win. They are in the playoffs, 32-20. And now they get 5 weeks to get better and get ready for the postseason.
Still to come, University Christian logging some miles tonight, 500 of them, in fact. Plus, a look at our latest player of the week and how you can make your vote heard for this week's top performers. That is coming up next.
Hi, this is Stephanie with Hearts of a Queen. We are cooking up some shrimp, fish, smoked, and we are out here at Reigns Homecoming. And you are watching Friday Night Blitz.
We are the Brunswick High Flyers, and this is Friday Night Blitz, all about the family.
This is Action Sports Jacks Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Well, here it is. This is a live look up there in Brunswick, Glynn Academy. Glynn Academy just sacked the quarterback on 4th and 11 to win in overtime, and there's the reaction up there. 15-0, Glynn Academy was down. They come back and win in OT, 22-15. Marcel Robinson there for all the festivities, and you're watching it live right here on the Friday Night Blitz.
The Coach of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
Big story of the night up in Brunswick, where the Glynn Academy Red Terrors get the win over their rivals from Brunswick, and Rocky Hidalgo is your Head Coach of the Week, as presented by Jaguars Prep and Whataburger.
Hey, how about a 3-hour-plus high school football game that just took place up there in Southeast Georgia?
That's about right these days.
Well, welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz, and we keep our Southeast Georgia coverage going with another team off to a hot start this season.
Yeah, Camden County Wildcats, 4-1. Their only blemish, a 4-point defeat against that very good Brunswick High team back in Week 2. Tonight, they got Atlantic Coast paying a visit to Kingsland, and the video board is ready. First quarter, Camden County already up 14. Parks Riendeau throws into coverage. Elias Williams pulls it down. Big Wildcat first down there. That's a tall receiver. 2 plays later, Riendeau to Williams again. You should go to him a lot. He's really big. He gets into the end zone for the touchdown there. He can run too.
He's tall.
Fast forward, last seconds of the second quarter. Riendeau spreading it around. Jamar Lee Riddle this time, and he's going to run it for a first down before going out of bounds. Then Riddle with another 6 here on the reception. That one in coverage, and the Wildcats were just running wild in this one. 47-7, the final. Camden County with another big win. They are putting up a lot of points this year. How about homecoming? It's a royal crowning. Shout out to Colby Sexton, the Navy football commit at Bishop Kenny, crowned king. Right before halftime, Crusaders up 21-7 over West Nassau. Gavin Hawkins finding Kalen Daniels across the paint for a Crusaders touchdown, 27-7 at that point. So after halftime, third quarter we go. Crusaders moving just past midfield. Hawkins to Julian DeWeese, and he'll take it the rest of the way. Kenny up 38-7. This one all Bishop Kenny. They get the win. Final score for the Crusaders down by the river, 51-14.
Now we're to Christ Church for their pink out against cancer game. Providence, the opponent tonight. Stallions already up 9-0. Tiago Toller continues his impressive season, punches it into the end zone for a 16-0 lead at the half. Third quarter, Stallions go for it on fourth down. There's Christian Mullins with the hit. Providence turns it over on downs. Next play, Eagles trying to get on the board, but Jaden Jablonski with the quick reflexes to secure the pick off the receiver's hands. That's a heck of a play. Providence goes on to win the football game, 23-8. Stanton and Englewood on that beautiful new field at Englewood High School. The Rams had the ball early. Stanton's big fellas stout against the run. Which number 66 in the middle. Stymies that play. That's a good stop. Englewood, though, would not be stopped for long in the first quarter. Ty Keister for the Rams gets rid of it. Quick throw to Anthony Brown, and a move or two, and see you later. 7-0 game. Englewood on a roll in this one early. Tayshawn Solomon would add another one, and Englewood would add a bunch. They were up 15-0 early. They end up going to win big over Stanton.
The Player of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
So let's hear it for some defense love. One of the big guys in the Bulls defensive line, Garrison Butler, the latest winner of our Player of the Week voting. And now's the time to send in your nominees. We'll post your 4 latest candidates on the Friday Night Blitz page of actionnewsjax.com. You vote. We reveal a new winner next week. Voting will run till midnight on Monday.
I have some kickers on it tonight. Union County was ready for a fight with Orlando Christian Prep. Second quarter tied at 7. Trenton Klein to Bobo Woodall, chopping away at defenders, and he's gone. Fighting Tigers up 14-7. Hard luck, though, for Union County. They fall by a point, 22-21.
If you're wondering what the longest in-state road trip a Northeast Florida team could make for a Friday night game, it's not the Panhandle. University Christian going south tonight all the way to Key West.
That's crazy.
That's just under 500 miles from point to point. As for the game, UC, well, they go on and cruise to a huge win. So you go down, you have a nice trip to Key West, and you get a win.
Did they play on the baseball field outfield?
Yeah.
Is that what they play?
Yeah, it's both.
How about that?
A little dual action. They don't have a lot of space down in the Keys. That's just in.
Hey, more to come on the Blitz, including the play of the day. Plenty to pick from. We've had an unbelievable Friday night here in Week 5. What will it be? That was last week. What will this week's be? That's next.
This is the Friday Night Blitz.
We are the Rays Vikings. This is Friday Night Blitz. It's your bond number 1.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Well, there's the scene up there at Glynn Academy in Brunswick. Glynn Academy wins, beating Brunswick. They got the trophy presentation. on people's shoulders. It's a big moment up there. Comeback win in overtime for Glynn Academy, 22-15. Let's show you the game winner.
Yeah, let's check out your play of the week. It's Jaden Ellis, quarterback for Glynn Academy. So he drops the ball, he picks it up and takes it in for the touchdown. This is in overtime. Are you kidding me? Jaden Ellis with the game-winning score, and the Red Terrors hold the bragging rights for a year over Brunswick. That was awesome.
What a scene, an incredible scene tonight. And Arcel Robinson was there. We'll have more from it coming up at 11:15. Let's leave with the band of the week, Riverside Generals.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jax Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.